Greetings, true believers. Oh wait, that's Stan Lee joint. My fault. I ain't trying to jack the OG like that at all whatsoever. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, hello, howdy. Welcome everyone to the 2DopeMarks Arena. Welcome to another episode of 2DopeMarks. That's D. I'm Brando. We appreciate you tuning in. We are a week away from WrestleMania, which means we're a week away from Marks touching down in Vegas in hoodies and basketball shorts and Nike slides and doing our best to deal with what Vegas offers. And again, we appreciate y'all coming through, tuning in. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, live on Twitter. And again, if you find us on any of your favorite platforms streaming, like us, rate us, review us, give us 5 stars. I'm gonna say turn the subscribe button. I'm gonna say not turn the subscribe button. That's funny. Turn your notifications on whenever we go live. Again, it's been a day. Turn your notifications on when we go live. And as always, man, we appreciate you commenting. I'm gonna say interacting with the show. We had a great little situation last week. Had one of our listeners comment and come in with some good questions for us last week. Some really good questions. So tonight, in this very arena, we're gonna be running down everything from how Tiffany and Charlotte Flair look like Real Housewives of Chicago. I'm sorry, Real Housewives of the Blonde, if you will. Wow. The return of our favorite version of a certain architect, and why everybody asking for a favor is a little bit weird. Just a little bit weird, you know what I'm saying? D is probably gonna ignite people's entire hopes and dreams aflame with his belief about one WWE superstar acting a little bit Karenish, so to speak. Yeah. We also gonna run down this Mania card against the greatness that is Naomi and her transition on SmackDown, and also we're gonna say, hey man, that bald fellow in AEW was right.
Yes,
the bald fellow in AEW was right.
The bald Eagles fan.
Yeah, the bald Eagles fan.
No,
the one that does the laugh.
No pun intended.
That sounds like Jadakiss, but ain't really Jadakiss. But yeah. Before we get into all of that, say sometime last week or so, right, D? Saturday morning. A lot of members of the community woke up and saw rest in peace, Nikki Bushi. I mean, I've seen clips from like Mania Dallas a couple years ago, her having the time of her life, interviewing Charlotte Flair, asking questions, always being a light and a positive presence to people all throughout this thing. She will be missed. It's kind of heartbreaking to hear, and also, it's tough. And I know that next week is going to be a heavy one for a lot of people because we treat WrestleMania week like a family reunion. Like we see the people we see, we hug on them, we love on them, we give everybody their flowers. And, when somebody's not there, you feel a bit empty, you feel a bit hurt. And I think Nikki not being there is going to be something for a lot of people. So I hope that we carry her name and legacy on in this game and beyond. D.
I never was blessed enough to meet her. I've seen her around or whatnot, but from the IWC, we've seen the light that she was. You just never know when people are going to go what they're going through, but from my understanding, she was still pushing through. For those that I knew that knew her, pretty much she was a great person, good person, a sweetheart. Like I said, I wasn't blessed to know her the way everybody else did, but I wish I would have. But rest in peace to her. She will be missed by a couple of friends next week. So yeah, we just had to pretty much just throw it out there for her.
Yep, 1000%. Because again, man, like life is precious, and the moments and memories we have with people, like you just gotta you can't take them for granted. Like you got to take it pretty much every single way.
Love,
Um,
love ones, man.
yeah, yeah, 1,000%, 150,000%. Man, just honoring someone like that. And now we transition to next week. Um, I remember in January, we were like, yo, Mania ain't gonna be stupid because it's Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Mania's next week. Like,
That was
how
fast.
how you feeling? It snuck up on you so damn fast. How you feeling, B?
Shit, with everything I got going on, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of glad it snuck on. Like any other in past years when I was going, I was just like getting excited or whatever. But like, yeah, I'm about to go to WrestleMania. I'm about to go hang with my people. You know what I'm saying? Go see people I ain't
Mm-hmm.
seen in a minute. This, that, and the other. Like now, I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Like
Like you ready
let's
now.
go. Yeah, yeah. In the past, I'd be anxious around like say after the Rumble. You know what I'm saying, or the Chamber. You know, but all right, we going to WrestleMania. We to do our thing. And like up until like probably this week, I'm like, all right, I'm about to hop on a flight next week. Shit, not to mention, my vacation starts officially tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
I know you're ready for it.
hell yeah, I'm ready for that shit. Take these little badass kids up for spring break, and that's it.
See, that's the nuts part about it is spring break for me was always mid-March, so it always coincided with South by.
Right.
Especially in college, it coincided with South by. So now it's like, oh, y'all take time off in April?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all weird. But that's a Texas thing versus a rest of the country type thing, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of being different and just going ahead and saying, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. We got another triple threat, even though we've been talking about this particular triple threat since the night, let's say the Monday after Elimination Chamber. So yeah, it's official. We got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair in a triple threat match with Women's World Champion Io Sky at WrestleMania. I'm not sure if it's Saturday or if it's Sunday, but
I would see that. I can see that as a Saturday.
mm,
Yeah, I
hmm
can see that as a Saturday.
so here's my question to you because you hit me on the side
Mm-hmm.
about this, and I had to put it and frame it like this because Io Sky's getting disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca Belair is getting booed for rightfully making a ton of points,
Mm-hmm.
and yet Rhea Ripley is shoehorned into this like she is the Daniel Bryan of her day.
No, she's not.
I wouldn't say she's Daniel Bryan from a worker perspective or a hygienic perspective in terms of liking goats and not in keeping your beard all mangly and wild. I am saying that Rhea Ripley I must say injected herself into this situation
Mm-hmm.
strictly off the strength of I'm Rhea Bloody Ripley. These two women are not Rhea Ripley. Put me in the match. Because how often have we seen Rhea take her eye off the ball in the last year and change and it all come crashing down? No hope, no Terry, no Terry,
Mm-hmm.
but it all came crashing down and it hurts inside.
Chill out. Please chill out. Can I take the mic real quick?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you want to
Okay.
run. You sound like you want to run an ISO real bad on this, sir.
So a lot of people gonna be pissed off at me. And I don't freaking care. Give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Karen Ripley
Oh my.
is think she actually thinks she's owed a title shot. She actually thinks she's owed a title shot at WrestleMania because, like you said, took her eye off the ball. And she's done that multiple times in the past couple years. I mean, the past year or so.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, take that L and step the fuck off. So my issue is when you got the whole crowd booing Bianca, because they think Karen Ripley should be in the title match, this, that, and the other. That's not shit. That's not Bianca fault. Come on now. When Jim Kelly and his 4 Super Bowl appearances with the Buffalo Bills lost all 4 of them, did he go back a 5th time and say, hey, because I was there 4 more times, I want to go do this? When Dak Prescott lost in the 1st and 2nd round of the playoffs, I don't know how many times in a row did he go back and say, hey, I deserve to be in the NFC Championship game? For real, what are we doing? Like, this shit is stupid. Let EO Bianca cook. Let them cook. And I don't care if I hurt people's feelings. Fuck your feelings. You can't fight me. So that's it.
I don't think it's a spicy take to say that Rhea is
Karen.
How we say, okay. I don't think that she's. It's not wrong to say she's acting Karen-ish about this. The reason why I say that is not wrong to say she's acting Karen-ish about this is because, look, when it came to her versus Judgment Day, after she got kicked out, she consistently took her off the ball, and it led to her not only losing her title, but losing her man, and spending most of the year trying to get back, right? When she was not injured. And now when she gets cocky and very preoccupied with Bianca on the side, who's just watching the match, mind you, then she wants to put somebody to blame. Like, no, you just lost. You just took, it's almost like a situation where, like, you know what? Take the L, right? You have to take the L with grace, but we haven't gotten there with her yet. We ain't got there with her yet. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair, for the duration of that European tour, and even some in Minneapolis the other day, getting booed for what reason? What reason in particular? I can't think of one that made sense.
Half them fools want mommy on top of them. That's why.
I mean, it was Minnesota. It was Minnesota. I love Minnesota, but it's a weird crowd situation. It's a very weird crowd situation.
Minnesota don't do shit for me but Prince. That's it. And Anthony Edwards.
And
that's all I care about.
I wouldn't even give them Anthony Edwards. I'd give Atlanta, Georgia, Anthony Edwards.
I'm cool. Yeah, I'll take that too. Yes.
I give them that. I think though with Rhea, it's a matter of, this is your spot, right? Like, you are supposed to be the one. AKA, I remember when it was her and Bianca in the 2021 Royal Rumble. And we basically just pictured them like, oh no, this is a WrestleMania type match forever, right? And it didn't necessarily happen that way because they kind of splintered off and did their own thing. Now that you're getting it, you're like, I'm not sure why do we have to go this route with it, right? Why do you have to go with Ripley inserting herself and kind of taking spotlight away from both Bianca Belair and Io Sky? And Io Sky has the right to be mad at everybody because Io is getting big faced and treated like the third wheel when she's the champion.
How many times she got mushed in a month?
She got mushed more times in a month than people call him mush mouth on Fat Albert in the game.
But I
like, it was that bad. It was that ridiculous, that crazy. And I think for her, and as much as it may pain for me to say this, and I may switch this up next week. I hope I don't switch this up next week. I want Io to retain the title at Mania.
I do too, but when we talk about this next week, we're going to talk about that 5-0.
Yeah, that was the other thing about it. That if you
know.
My fellow Aries queen Bianca Belair is undefeated at WrestleMania. And
I care about y'all Aries. This. Chill. I
already had it loaded up. You already see my face. I already had it loaded up. I had it loaded up. But Bianca being undefeated at WrestleMania is kind of it's a weird undefeated streak because she beat Sasha, she beat Becky, she beat Asuka, and she won in the 6-woman tag last year versus Damage Control. She was also in a Battle Royal
She was in the pre-show in New Orleans. Yes,
she was in that battle royal, and she did not win that battle royal.
I just love to see her do the 450 splash with that long ass ponytail.
Oh yeah. But all in all, when I'm thinking of Bianca Belair and his just streak, like in order for it to like become a thing, she's gonna have to walk out with that belt. But I keep getting the sense of Bianca being like this version of Bret Hart.
I'm sorry. I got a text message. I'm gonna shut up from now on.
Yeah. See, exactly. Bianca's is she's maybe this generation's Bret Hart. Now, let me explain let me explain. Because clearly the fans have already made their choice in their preference of one Rhea Ripley, correct? But was Bret Hart not speaking nothing but facts in 1997 after he and Stone Cold did the double turn?
Yeah.
And what has Bianca Belair done the entire time throughout this feud?
Speak the truth every time she step in the booth.
Speak truth, speak bars, and every single time people look at her like, wait, boo me for what? You know I'm right.
Facts.
So if we get a heel turn out of this and we get the OG EST, the one from NXT that was basically cussing everybody out because it was like, wait, you didn't earn your shot. I did. What are you doing? I'm all for it.
Rhea Ripley's full of shit.
She might be full of shit, but the match is gonna slap. We know that part.
It is.
We know that she probably got a pretty solid pretty solid knot in her head when EO did the springboard drop kick. Drop kicked her into Bianca, did a flip, signed a contract, told Adam Pearce thank you, and walked off. Mind you, Adam Pearce was tripping on Monday. He was tripping, big trip.
That man is stressed out.
That man been stressed out for a year.
And that's when he got no hair.
He ain't never messed up and said Rhea was back in not damage. Lord, I was about to mess up. That she was back in Judgment Day like he did on Monday.
That man tired.
Look, that man ready for vacation with the rest of us.
That man ain't getting no damn vacation next week.
Nah, because it's the go home Raw before Mania. You're right.
Shit, that man ain't gonna have no rest after Raw. He gonna be in Vegas on Tuesday. He gonna be behind the scenes. He gonna be at after parties for 4 nights in a row. He gonna be on WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. He probably gonna be selling hot dogs in the stadium. He probably gonna be selling chicken dinners outside. They got that man doing everything.
So here's my question, D.
Yeah.
If you saw Adam Pearce selling you a fish plate outside of an Eagles game, would you take it?
Hell no, I know that bitch ain't got no seasoning on it. The fuck we talking about?
I had to ask.
I did that shit on purpose because you know I was gonna say something like that.
Of course. This is why I tee you up.
This is 2DopeMarks. He just says he asks me questions that he know I'm just going to say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Facts.
The dynamic works.
It's a dynamic duo indeed. Speaking of a duo that you and I want to see, Paul Heyman and King Troy. Well, wait. I mean, that is a duo we want to see happen.
Yes,
we do, because we did before this whole favor turned into Favor Mania on Raw. We did kind of.
What did we say?
We said that we kind of want to see King Troy work with Paul Heyman. See if he can finesse his suit game up a little bit more. I say, I don't think he'd wear a bedazzled joint. But
hey, first of all, I'm gonna go off subject real quick. Hold up, shout out to King Troy. Me and B got a wedding we gotta go to in Jamaica next February, and so if you could hook that up for both of us, man, listen.
I will see if we can make that kind of happen, because you would have met him last year at Big E's Big Brunch, but
I got kids.
Okay, Peggy Hill, damn. Wasn't trying to insult your fatherhood there, brother, but
No, he ain't gonna be there this year. He will not. So again, King Troy, we got wedding to go to February. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica. What we doing?
Point is, and I love point is being my transition. I love it. I love it so much. So to close out Raw, we got Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. And we got a no frills Seth Rollins. Man was in some blue jeans and looked like some forces. And I was like, oh, this is not flamboyance. This is not, high fashion. This is brother come looking like he about to perform in a street fight. Cause remember, the real mark of a street fight back in NWA, early WCW, you don't wear your wrestling gear, brother.
It's
you
cowboy boots and jeans.
Some cowboy boots. You take your fist up, you get to work.
You
get to work. And so Seth gave us a little small version of that. And basically bullied Paul Heyman and pressured him into saying, look, I could have took you out. Just like I took your mans out the Royal Rumble. Just like I took your other mans out before. Now, because I spared you, you owe me a favor. To which I asked, D, is Roman going to ask for a favor before we get to Mania, dog? Because everybody asking for favors.
Roman's going to probably ask for loyalty. He's going to check Paul Heyman's loyalty. That's going to be the Roman only likes loyalty. He loves family and he loves loyalty. That's what he's going to ask from Heyman. And I guarantee Heyman's going to give that to him. But what happens next Saturday night is going to be something totally different.
So I pivot briefly because we'll get back to heel Seth Rollins in just a second. Has this OTC run of Roman Reigns been decent for you?
It's kind of a different look from the 3-year title reign. We're so used to seeing him dominant, but now we get to see the versatility of him. Personally, I don't think it works. So let me explain when I say I don't think it works. Roman, when he had his 3-year run as champion, pretty much showed up when he wanted to, or showed up more so closer to the bigger shows. The same thing is kind of happening at this point. You can't pull up when you don't have a title. And I might be like pretty much the wrong person to say this, but yeah, you have to have a title to pull up. So I'm eager to see after Mania how many times he pulls up to shows, to TV tapings, because a lot of people, when he was on his 3-year run, as soon as the OTC showed up, they were throwing up their ones or whatnot. It's a different story. You ain't got no title, bro. Like, you don't have a bloodline. Like, you don't necessarily have a bloodline story. The stories are cool for what it is, like, but he doesn't have the same, I guess, energy for me specifically that he would have if he had a title. Not to say he needs a title, but if he doesn't have a title, bro, you got to go to work like 5 days a week, like the rest of them federal government workers. Like, real shit.
I think what it is that nothing about Roman's demeanor has changed. Okay. Only thing that's changed about that man is a shirt.
Facts.
Like, all I did was go from, needle mover and celebrating accolades to him maintaining a sense of ego and being bigger than everybody else by being, the guy who pretty much made this era what it is.
Right.
But it's not like he's a face, because he's still the same manipulative a-hole.
Yeah, he's a tweener.
Yeah, he's a tweener, but he's the manipulative asshole that we love. It's kind of like cheering for D-Generation X. It's kind of like cheering for Bullet Club, or cheering for, I would say, cheering for 09 Randy Orton.
You can go to Dr. Thugonomics.
You go that era John Cena. Because nothing's changed about Roman at all. Yeah. Evident by how he's treating Paul, right? It's not as if Paul can have friends It's not as if he can, be like, yeah, that was your man's once before with CM Punk, but you know what I'm saying? If that's how you feeling, okay, cool. No, because Punk knows the mind game of what is Roman without his tribe? What is Roman without his wise man? What is Roman without having backup in the form of Seth Rollins? He's the big dog again.
So pay attention to what Seth said. Seth said, well, Roman, he don't love you. Like, you love him, but he don't love you. He said with Punk, when you left and took your ball home, you left him here. He left you here. Pay attention to the manipulation. Pay attention to the gaslighting.
Oh yeah, no. Again, and what was the best of Seth Rollins when he was a cult leader, so to speak, trying to get people enlightened. Ironically enough, similarly to CM Punk. Also kind of similar to Roman Reigns. When it really comes down to it, Doug, they're all the same goddamn person.
I beg to differ.
No, they're all the same person. Hear me out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're all the same person, dog. They've all had cults in some form or fashion, right?
Facts.
They all transition and to think they are bigger than the game.
Basically, right.
Because when they're on top and they're the one. They're the people who think that they have the crowd in the palm of their hands because of what they've done in this ring. And one person's like, yo, when I'm here, this whole shit is mine.
That's
the other person, when I'm here, hell, even when I'm not here, they're chanting my name to come back to make some shake in the spot. And when I get here, all I have to do is step out, be quiet for a second, laugh like a maniac, and then next thing you know, if I'm quiet, they singing my song. Singing my song. Why? Because I'm the workhorse around here. I'm the one that shows up every single Monday and Friday if need be. I'm the guy who's the MVP of WrestleMania last year, even with a broken back.
What wrestler in the past does that remind you of?
It's either going. Ooh, that's a good question. I would say, his mentor.
Yep.
It would be his mentor, the guy who he took on at Mania 33 in Orlando.
Yep. See, we're here.
That's who Seth is. So Seth, by ironically enough, looking like 2000s era Triple H with no shirt and jeans on. See, all this is coming together. It makes total sense for him to leave with Paul now. Total sense on Saturday.
Hey, listen, we're gonna stand on that. You see us at WrestleMania, you ask us the question, you see us in Vegas, we're gonna stand on that shit.
1,000%.
Anybody else tell you different? That's their opinion and not ours. Don't give a shit.
1,000%. Again, like, my homie JR has called for this triple threat since December, since a little bit after War Games. We're finally getting it. You and I both think that Seth is going to win because it makes sense for him to win. Because CM Punk's victory is the fact he's main eventing WrestleMania. Roman Reigns' victory is the fact that he's closing WrestleMania again for the 5th year in a row. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, 5th.
How many does it have total though? Because he got, I think he got like 3 extra or on top of that.
All right, we're gonna do quick math here because this is how the brain works. We got Mania 31, Mania 32, Mania 33, Mania 34, because that was the second Brock match.
Okay, that's New Orleans.
Yep, so that's 4. Then you take off for COVID.
Yep.
Then you got Edge, Daniel Bryan, Cody 1.
Cody 2.
Rock, Rollins, Cody. That tag match. Cody 2. In this triple threat. That's 10. Word to Sean Spears / Todd Dillinger. 10. That is literally, if you do not count, let's say, outside of Mania 35. Outside of Mania 35 and COVID Mania, That man has main evented 10 of the last 12 WrestleManias.
Yes, he has. Acknowledge him.
First ones was kind of rocky, but
Little shaky.
little shaky, little shaky. But here we are. Speaking of, because last week we kind of wanted Big Uso to talk to Lil Uso. Jey Uso delivered a promo last week that kind of made me, well, last Monday rather, that made me like, okay, no, we're really here now. Because it wasn't no dancing, it wasn't no yeeting. It was basically, I'm gonna stand in front of you as a man. So what you did to me, cool, fine. What you do with to Tozawa and Otis and Maxine and them, cool. But what you did to my brother, I don't think I can really feel with that. I can't sit with that the same way. Because I got his mama asking me, yo, Josh, why you ain't help Jonathan out? Why my baby laid up like this? And that's when, you know, when a Samoan woman use your government name and trying to explain something.
Yeah, don't get your ass whooped. Do what you gotta do.
Exactly. He came out there in all black.
You know what the translation was?
What is it?
In the speech of the great philanthropist Tupac Amaru Shakur, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. And you push me.
He pushed him. He came out in all black, like it was an omen.
Yeah.
And
that man came out Mike Tyson gear. Without the towel.
He did. All was missing was Red Man time for some action instead of the instead of the yeet.
Yes,
he told that man, look, I gotta pray to God and ask him for forgiveness for what I'm about to do to you at Mania.
Bro, I felt that. I felt that.
1,000% felt it. 1,000%.
That man said, I'm gonna beat your ass. And you can't do shit about it.
And had Gunther looking spooked. Because like, dang.
That man was speaking in tongues to himself, like, help me. Help.
And you notice how like he was trying to, like, the crowd, again, this is on Minnesota. Like, look, Chicago crowd, top flight. We'll get into the Chicago crowd in a little bit. The Minnesota crowd, like, you can't go
all right, but they're all right, but they're not real.
Exactly. You can't go into business for yourself, literally, while a man is trying to deliver the heartfelt from. I know you want to dance, but this is this is word to DMX. This is word to the late great Earl Simmons. Right now, this is the prayer. We will get to party up and all that. This right here is the prayer. I need you to understand what this means. So, all in all, we've seen the 10 weeks of hell, and the fact that this build for Jey and Gunther has been interesting. It's had peaks, it's had valleys. We've said on numerous occasions we're tired of seeing this man get choked out, but now we have an emotional crux to this situation.
Right.
To which now you know when he might be bleeding Mania weekend, but he gonna hold that belt. And I think he's gonna have to go through hell and high water to channel the old persona of him to get
the right hand man. So I kind of feel like at this point, because I've complained about this, like this build up prior to, and I complained about it because it was slow walked. And you know what? I trust Triple H. That's not my job. I have my job. He has his job. So it is what it is. I say that because they slow walk the shit out of this, and I love it. Like, I love the drama. The thing about for wrestling with me is if I get good storytelling and I get a good match, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. So I appreciate the fact that I will take my words back from a couple weeks ago and say, yeah, this ain't it, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I'll eat my words and say, yeah, you slow walked it. That's not what it is. But I'm happy where we at right now. But also too, in the same sentence, and it's the next topic at this point. Like, everybody is pretty much fighting for a space on WrestleMania. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So like everybody's trying to do their thing as far as promoting their own match. And I hope that is a thing where Trips or whoever says, you know what, do your thing to promote your own match, and that's decide where the card goes. You know, whether it's main event or whether it's mid card on Saturday or Sunday night, that type of situation. So I'm enjoying actually now. I'll say this 4 weeks ago. I was like, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Now I'm like, oh, this shit cranking the fuck up.
I think a lot of ways when you get to it with Mania is literally you're trying to just basically take yourself to a perspective of, do I care, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
again, you and I here to chatter all the damn time about, oh, the bill for Mania is weak. This is a
Mm-hmm.
little, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, oh, this person fumbled. By the way, I hate the term fumbled. I really do.
I love
If
it.
it
You,
like,
you know what I do in my part time job. I love fumble.
I mean, yes, in a pure sports term, purely sports. If you're talking football, love the term fumble, love it. But in terms of professional wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
some shit don't work out. And we'll get to one thing that actually did work out, right? But the main takeaway from that Chicago crowd that we talked about earlier, that Charlotte Flair Tiffany Stratton promo. Now you alluded to it in that, hey, you got to do something to get these people caring about what you got to do at Mania,
Absolutely.
right?
Them tickets ain't selling right now.
They had some heat, you know what I'm saying, with the pull apart brawl
Mm-hmm.
overseas, and Tiffany got her lick back. Then it kind of got a little bit muted because Charlotte was Charlotte and basically was like, hey, I got all the answers to the debate right here, even exactly what you got to say. I'm like, I did not expect this to be Eminem and 8 Mile, but less self-deprecating. But it was. And Tiffany couldn't get a word in.
At
To
all.
which we get to Friday. And she got a little heated. A little too
Bro.
heated.
Bro.
To which, you know, so for those who don't know, or those who have not, who've been living under a rock, there was Tiffany and Charlotte in the ring, and they literally looked identical. Um, Except one had the belt and one did not. And basically, they got to sparring, and Tiffany mentioned the fact that Charlotte was 0 for 3 outside the ring.
Hey, bro. That shit was cold. That shit was
And
cold as hell.
mind you, this is at the same time that Charlotte was kind of flustered by the live Chicago crowd, because Charlotte and live audiences, they
Yeah,
go
she
well
crumbles.
sometimes,
She
and sometimes
crumbles.
they just don't. And that time it did not go well because Chicago was one of them crowds that don't necessarily they don't enjoy bullshit. And so Tiffany got her with that jab and hit her with a woo and rolled out the ring because he was like, yo, I'm gonna say something wild and I don't know how she gonna react.
Hey, you know what? I commend her though. Because and that what was the little interview when they were in the what we doing right now in the box the
Mm-hmm.
Zoom or the whatever, like Charlotte cooked her ass. She
Yeah,
did.
1,000%.
And honestly, Tiffany's pride kicked in. Like her ego kicked in, and she's talking about to cook this chick for real. But
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I did not enjoy was the fact I watched Charlotte, her body language and stuff like that. It was a situation where she let her cook because like you said, Charlotte being Charlotte, she'll overtalk you, she'll cook you, she'll cut you up. She allowed her to do her thing and prove herself. So with that being said, like when she she went a little too far. She was over
Just a
three for
bit.
your marriage. Hey yo, I
Just a
said,
bit.
oh shit, what we doing now? This is
Just
this
a
is this
bit.
what WWE is right now?
Just
Like,
just a bit, man. Because I think what it is that you see Jade and Naomi firing back like slightly real life, subs at each other
Yeah, they
online.
got to compete. They got to compete.
They gotta compete, but there's a level of known respect between Jade and Naomi. They may not
Yeah,
mention it, but
like
they yeah. So
kayfabe.
yeah. But Charlotte said, "Why is Blue get my DMs?" Didn't hit the same. Did not hit the same.
Nah, because Shorty rolled out the ring.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so we get today,
Oh
in which I'm
shit.
going to
Oh shit.
yeah.
I ain't
So
see this.
basically,
I ain't
yeah.
see this.
So we get this from our good dear 14-time women's world champion, to which she says this the following: after being blindsided by my personal trauma on live television, my character said something on air that was not true, and I'd like to take this opportunity to clear the air. I should have never called the Chicago fans smart. I sincerely apologize.
Hey, you know what? Cook. Let her cook. Look at the professionalism. Let
Mm-hmm.
her cook. Such a professional. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I love it too. And the reason why I love it is because that's what a Flair would do.
Mm-hmm.
Is all else fails, I don't know who, like, say back in the gap, if Ric Flair is going up against Ronnie Garvin or Steamboat or Dusty Rhodes, he'd cut him down to size and then turn his venom right to the fans and tell them, like, hey, man, you broke.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if there was a conversation held between daddy and daughter.
I wouldn't be shocked either. I think that is one of them situations where, hey, you got to get something over. You 1000% have to get something over. Because if you don't get something over, it's
It's gonna be a
right.
little shaky, a little shaky.
Little shaky, just a tad bit shaky, just a
Yeah.
tad bit shaky. Real quick, speaking of things that aren't shaky, but we got exactly what we thought we was gonna get. And you ain't this ain't even a rundown, right? Well, technically it is, but it isn't. Naomi and Jay Cargill got a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. Now
Caution.
we didn't get proceed with caution. We didn't get into this last episode. Time constraints, and also it's my birthday. We were taking shots. Sorry. That happened. But
It did.
this Naomi transition, this Naomi heel turn, I love it. I love the depth that she's going with. I love the character. I love the fact that Jay is like, you know what? I'm not here for none of this. It is still on site and still forever beef. And there's layers in this. And again, I appreciate the fact that everybody's kind of caught on to the aspect like this is like literally black soap opera.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot.
Well, what is this? Real Housewives or Basketball Wives or Love and Marriage, or is it what's the other one? Married to Medicine.
Sir, why are you suggesting these things? Why are you coming up with these random statements? You know what this is. You know exactly what this is. This is a WWE studio production. This is the braid of our lives. It's braid of our lives, man. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
What are you
Something's
talking
wrong
about?
with you. Something's wrong with you. You know, it's my favorite segment.
It's braid of our lives. Reason why it's braid of our lives. Heck, the main character of Braid of Our Lives took a break to do some side character.
No, she said she ain't doing no side quest. This is side quest for her. She trying to go on the main quest and get this money with that title.
Ain't come around and fix none of this. She just left. What type of friend are you? You just left your two besties beefing.
Me, I'm gonna get my money. I'll come back to y'all after I get my money.
Good Lord.
I'm just saying, y'all, they adults. Figure it out.
But they beefing over you.
That's not my problem.
And also why Bianca is slightly leaning to being a heel. Because again,
you see what I'm
a real face,
a real face is
trying to mediate this and try to
listen, I love my people. I love my I love my friends, I love my family, but when it comes to money, listen, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna come back. I'm like, yeah, we gotta figure this out. But right now, when the money's in my face, no, don't fuck up my money. Like, cause if I make it, we all make it. So what are we doing?
I guess, man. But speaking of making it, first of all, congrats to Ricochet and Samantha Irvin, aka, or I'm sorry, Samantha Mann. Now that is her new government name. On tying the knot, you know what I'm saying. Ricochet didn't walk away with the AEW Continental title. What is that? No, international. They're gonna merge the belts anyway. Yeah, he's the international champ. Yes, international.
Enter something.
Yes, he's the AEW International Championship, currently held by one Kenneth Omega. Yes. Dynasty was over the weekend, and Ricochet was in a terrific triple threat match with him, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Omega. To which Ricochet literally had the "We'll be right back" meme happen to him in real life, and it happened to him again Wednesday on Dynamite, in which he did a flip, landed, looked dead in the camera like, "Oh snap, I'm in trouble," and had four men slap him upside his bald ass head.
No, that's some disrespectful shit. You're not gonna slap me on my motherfucking head.
It is.
You remember when? You remember how you used to get the fade and you pull up to school and they just slap the shit out your head because that shit was so tight.
So I had a bald fade as a haircut from literally, I'd say, first grade through at least.
Bald fade.
Bald fade.
Oh shit! I see why you grew your hair on that. I would have. Well, I did too, but
exactly. Anyway, the point is that while a lot of people were saying, Ricochet going over to AEW, I'm not sure how that's going. I mean, it's going to work for him because he's around these people and he gets to wrestle. I think we need to give Ricochet his flowers the same way we need to give Ricky Saints his flowers for evolving in WWE, in that Ricochet has evolved in AEW to the point where he's literally one of the most interesting and intriguing characters on that show. Like, if Adam Page is the one and old buddy, who again, we're not going to talk about that guy this week, is up there, and the Death Riders are like literally the lowest of the low, Ricochet is literally top 3. He's my number 3 character.
He's my number 2. He's my number
2. Indulge me. Why is he your number 2?
You already know why.
Because
he's a champion. He's a champion.
Oh, okay.
He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But no, it's not just that. It's not just that. Like, for real, we saw what he did on the Indies. We seen the matches with, Will Ospreay or whatnot.
But the match that broke the internet. Yes.
Absolutely. He goes to NXT and has a hell of a career in NXT. But once he was on the main roster, he's kind of lost in the crowd. But we're actually getting to see him use his personality and still be that wrestler and still sell and still be dynamic. Like, he's my number 2. Like, realistically. Like, to be honest with you, they might think the fake Jada Kiss laugh is corny. I don't. I like it. Let him be him.
Yeah.
He's probably one in that company as a professional wrestler. He's actually maybe a top 6, top 5 wrestler from a total package standpoint for me. For me specifically.
Yeah. I think with the way Rick is going, because in ring you already knew he was always going to have it. But I think being able to slice off and now have this particular layer of his character to where he's doing bits of comedy, but it's not like the slapstick PG version of comedy. Right. He has a bit of an edge to him in terms of like, okay, yeah, if I really want to be a dastardly motherfucker, I can do that too.
And we've never seen that from him before.
No, we have not. Which is, it kind of goes to show that, hey man, sometimes you got to be in the right particular place, that a place that you know is best suited for you. And I say that in
Absolutely.
any type of profession, right? You see a Ricky
Yep.
Saints again. It's something about that camera over there with WWE. It's something about that camera. It's like what Birdman say, man. When the light hit the ice, it twinkle and glisten.
Mm-hmm.
When Ricky Saints hit that camera, twinkle and glisten. When Aleister Black shows back up in a couple weeks, twinkle and glisten. Ray Phoenix Friday night versus Nathan Frazier, twinkle, glisten.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are just destined to be in certain, or not. I wouldn't say they're not destined fully to be in certain spots, but you understand, like, hey, if I want to do my fully fleshed out thing, maybe I need to go somewhere I can do that.
You got to
So,
find your lane.
yeah, gotta find your lane. And it's not a matter of tribalism and all that goofy bullshit. I mean, I'm always here for people having jobs and people being able to entertain and do what they need to do. I'm here for, and I can take this even further. I'm actually here for people asking random questions about Waffle House at press conferences. I'm here for the Cam Hawkins of the world who can interview Ricochet and Jey Uso back to back. Not
Hey,
Ricochet, sorry. Ricky Saints and Jey Uso back to back.
Shout out to Muscle Man Malcolm, dog.
Again, people may be tired of that question, but yo, he got over.
He did.
That's all that mattered. He got over. He got over.
He did.
Again, do a quick little catch up on that particular program. Megan Bang like $1 million, dog. I don't know what they're gonna do with her when it finally comes time for her to have that belt.
The dominance, and I can tell that something's going to happen when Toni Storm literally like was ready to lose that title, because she won. She didn't win because of us. What's the thing? I forgot.
Storm Zero.
Storm Zero. Like, she hit that bitch clean too, and Shorty clicked the fuck up. Like, she kicked the fuck out. Yeah,
she survived. You saw it all over her face. She survived.
Yeah. Just like Rocky did against Apollo.
Exactly. Now, so here's something I've kind of like been pondering the last couple of days. Well, ever since NXT went off the air on Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I think NXT and WWE have this exact same issue in that they have way too many it's a good issue to have, mind you. There are too many people who are way too goddamn over. And since we have way too many people who are way too goddamn over, we're getting these triple threats. We're getting fatal four ways. All these people are getting on cards. Stand and Deliver has a fatal four way for the NXT Women's Championship between Julia, Jordan Grace, Miss Parker, Jada Parker.
Talk to him.
And the champion, Stephanie Vaquer. They got a triple threat for the NXT title as main event, black men main event second year in a row between Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Obafemi, current champion.
Hold on. Black men with locks. You got to put the emphasis on that. You got to put the
black men with locks.
But listen, that's gonna be the lock championship, the NXT lock championship. Yes.
So Obafemi, Trick Williams, who is gonna be on All American, and Javon Evans is the lock heavyweight championship of the world.
The lock heavyweight championship of the world.
Brother, are you telling me that belt needs to just be Booker T's locks?
It just need to have a face of Booker T on just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. You got to create that champion. Honestly, bro, I'm excited for them, but I get what you're saying. Like, as far as like, you have so many people over, you have to have a lot of multi-man, multi-women matches. And in my opinion, the way you solve that is, listen, people are going to be excited for all these matches, but it's only 2 nights of WrestleMania, and I would hate to have seen what it would have looked like for WrestleMania to be one night with all these matches. Because before COVID, shit, we had like it was an 8-hour show, damn near.
It was all day. It was
Yeah,
all day.
pretty much. Like, imagine going and you get there at pretty much 5 o'clock and you don't leave till 3 o'clock in the morning. They got to catch a flight, and you don't know what time your flight, I mean, what time this shit ended.
Exactly. Exactly. I think the beauty of it being a 2 night Mania and also Stand Deliver being like that Saturday morning in a sense, because it is Saturday morning in Vegas. Which I advise don't do nothing crazy Friday night if you're trying to go to Stand and Deliver.
Shit, no.
Because that
That shit
that
gonna
shows
be
at 10
early.
in the morning, dog. 10
We
in the
gonna be
morning.
watching in the room on the laptop or whatever. We
Yeah,
ain't gonna.
that sounds like that plan. But I think the reason why you have so many multi-man matches, multi-woman matches,
Mhm.
is because of how you stretched all this out. Like your year of WWE storytelling, all in all, has been about two things: people taking their eye off the ball
Mhm.
for their biggest op, and the coalescing of all your different ops that you picked up along the way. And basically, I mean, you can look at it from Penta, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. They got inner ops, and they just picked up two ops in terms of Braun and Penta, right?
You know what I would do?
What?
I would do a stand and deliver. I would do Mania 2 nights, but then I would do something. I don't know how they would what day to put it on, but I would do something where it's a main roster show with the NXT show to
Mm,
fit everybody in it. I don't know if you
mm.
put SmackDown on Thursday just to make that on Friday, and then stand and deliver is Saturday in the morning, and then Saturday night Mania 1, Saturday night. I mean, it's on Sunday night Mania 2.
That's intriguing. It's very intriguing. Stand and Deliver being 2 nights, that'd be kind of crazy though. Because I mean that at least
But
puts
you
you.
just mix it with main roster and the other NXT.
Yeah, but then again, you got some people who are like, yo, like I expected to be in a stadium this year, right? Instead
Most
of
of the
at
motherfuckers gonna be a nigga around my basement. What the fuck was you talking?
I'm not talking about the fans, dog. I'm talking
Oh,
about
my
the
bad.
people on the fucking card.
My bad. They're still there.
Anywho, all I'm saying is that the fact you have so many people that are like in a space where like they gotta be there, and they basically made it so that they can be on there, right?
Mhm.
You're now at a point where it's like, yo, so what are you gonna do? Right? I mean, that's what you kind of have with literally the women's tag team titles, which is gonna be Liv and Raquel versus whomever wins this gauntlet match um tomorrow on SmackDown. You reason why you got Chad Gay. Sorry, my
Who is that?
my lucha brethren, El Grande Americano,
The big
uh,
American.
making his WrestleMania debut versus Rey Mysterio. Um, you know, that's why you got AJ Styles, Logan Paul. It's why you got um our boy Jacob Fatu
You know what I mean?
walking into Vegas and probably walking out of Vegas US champion, right? People have made themselves known throughout the year. You can't just be mad that, you know what I'm saying, this happened. Because typically what would happen
Yeah.
is these people be on the pre-show. Or some of these matches
Yeah.
wouldn't even be on Mania period. They would be on WrestleMania Friday or the WrestleMania the night, I mean Raw after Mania. It would not
The
be
Andre the
on
Giant Memorial Battle
Battle
Royal.
Royal. That's what they would be
Yep.
involved in. So I think in totality, you just have to just respect it. Because again, you're probably going to get a tag title match. Either it's going to involve the New Day versus the War Raiders and no DQ because it's going to get a stip, or or you're going to get Street Profits versus somebody because another person that's utilizing social media to another level in selling stuff is Montez Ford with his
Mhm.
ego promos on IG.
Listen, God is good.
Telling you, you're going to get them working. Like it's gonna happen. Like if you're gonna be mad about multi-man matches and car crash matches, I mean, they've had multi-man matches since WrestleMania 1. Hell, they had a terrible battle royal that opened up WrestleMania 4 that Bad News Brown won. that kind of started the start of Bret Hart as a single star.
Like I said earlier,
Kinda
bro,
happened.
like everybody's competing for a spot at this point, and it's obvious within the promos and the social media. Because remember, Terry, Brett, Sean, Andre, Macho, they didn't have social media. That wasn't the thing. It was pretty much what they recorded to be shown on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock. That's what their
on
content
Saturdays
was.
or what happened in Saturday night's main event.
Absolutely.
That
So
was
now
it.
everybody has to compete, and you have these multitudes of talent, like, and especially it's not even necessarily the talent. I mean, the everybody competing for a spot, but you look at the endorsements too. Bro, I sat there and saw Rhea Ripley on a game on an ad for one of them damn games that people play on their phone.
Oh, Clash of Champions. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Like
No, not
everybody
Clash of Champions.
competing to
Sorry,
get.
that's a pay-per-view. Clash of Clans. Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes
that.
plays that a lot. That one.
Yeah. So I'm like, everybody's competing for that spot and trying to get that much money. It's kind of like WWE. No, it's not kind of. It is what it is. They have their own NIL. Like they're promoting themselves, and it's going through every aspect and facet of how they move. You see people with different gear to try to show off on TV. They're on social media 24/7. Let's go with Xavier Woods with the video game platform. It's just who's the most marketable, and everybody's competing, and I love it for them.
Absolutely, I love it too. Real quick, so far we have 12 announced matches for Mania. They're gonna be split over these 2 days, right? You got Tiffany versus Charlotte, Gunther versus Jey Uso, Mania triple threat, Mania the remix triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Road Cena. You got AJ Styles, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus whomever wins that gauntlet match on tomorrow. Jade and Naomi, Braun, Penta, Finn, and Dom, Ray versus El Grande Americano, and We Might Stab You, aka Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
those 12 matches.
Adams.
Those 12 matches. Did you say Patch Adams?
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Robin Williams.
My bad.
Where do you rate the card so far, man?
If we gotta go on a scale from 1 to 10, I probably would say a 7, because this week coming up, well, specifically Raw. Specifically Raw, I need to see what happens. The only reason I'm rating it a 7 is because a lot of these, for me, the multi-man matches are a little overwhelming. I'm cool with the people that's in the match because you're trying to fit everybody, and everybody deserves a spot. But yeah, I just want to see pure wrestling one-on-one. I can't remember it. Maybe you can tell me when the last time we had a Mania that had one-on-one matches, but predominantly.
All right. I have an answer for that, actually.
Why the hell do you know this shit?
It's WrestleMania 4. And the only reason why you predominantly have one-on-one matches is because that entire card, for the most part, was based around it. It was a tournament for the WWF title. Yes.
You weren't even alive.
That was
barely.
88. That was 88.
Barely.
Just to get the date, because our good friend wants to crack jokes about me being alive or not.
You've been talking about me being old since I've known you.
These is facts. I was not.
I know this because I know where I was watching this.
Okay. So
old. See, I cracked on you and me at the same time.
I was not born for another 8 days. That car was Sunday, March 27th.
Hey, listen, you was in mom's joint rotisserie, like about rotisserie chicken.
God, that car was Sunday, March 27th. I was born Monday, April 4th.
See, there you go.
In other words, My WWF champion when I was born was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Randy Savage, dig it.
All right, you get a Mania card of 7. I give it a 7.5. I
Okay.
give it a
Well,
good
why
C.
you give it the half?
I give it the half because again, these 12 matches we got, at least a good 8 of them have my interest. Like I want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's Logan Paul versus name industry vet. Let's see what you can really got at Mania. Okay, cool. I know I have no in I have there's some intrigue in Cena and Cody from these promos.
Okay.
And then also you have the theory that usually the guy who ends up getting laid on his back before Mania is the guy who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that for both main events or no?
That is for that main event. I have no idea if that applies to the Heyman Mania.
We will see on Monday.
We'll see on Monday how that goes. But I give it a 7.5 because there's still some about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're just shoehorning Liv and Raquel on there because it's Liv and Raquel.
So for me with Liv and Raquel, like something threw me off for that's kind of sidebar. We had Lyra and Bailey this past week.
Cook on Monday.
Yeah, so I got a feeling, and I'm gonna throw some out there. Let me know how you feel.
All right.
When is this multi-women tag match? Is it
It
Monday?
is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. So with the time being involved, I feel like Bailey and Lyra are not going to work, and I'm gonna throw something out there, and it puts another match on the card: Bailey versus Lyra. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Somebody fucks up something, and next weekend it's Bailey for Lyra for the IC Championship.
I mean, we almost had Bailey those belts, but politics. Politics. Cause Bailey should have did that, man. Bailey should have did that on Monday. But
yeah, we already know what that was.
Yeah, and then also, there's no way you can have WrestleMania in Vegas without Chelsea Green's involvement.
Man, listen. Chelsea is the Chelsea been cooking. I don't care what nobody say. Chelsea one of my favorites. She been cooking, man.
And the Secret Harvest have to be part of Mania.
They have to, and yes,
that just has to happen. But D, we're coming to the end of the show. But you know what happens when we comes to the end of the show. You know what we got to do about this time.
Is it this?
Hey.
Yes, it is, brother. Yes, it is. It is Hater of the Week time. Where, we get a little something off our chest. I know we've been yapping, but this time we got singular focused. Hey, this is some shit that pissed us off, or something that you need to be made aware of.
Absolutely.
Because, last week I told parts of the internet wrestling community EAD.
First of all, the full disclosure, I've never seen this man. This man is a peaceful man, and I've never seen him say that. So that for him took a lot.
It took a lot only because I'm tired of people complaining for the sake of complaining. Like, you ain't got no real backbone or like real issue to stand up on. You're just complaining to complain.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got nothing to it. And so I forget whose turn it is this week, but I'm just gonna go ahead and
I was gonna say, can I go first?
Oh, well, since you volunteered, yes, by all means. Yes, Mr. B. Yes, D. Yes, go.
Me. Okay. All right. So
listening.
All you motherfuckers that booed Bianca, you're the hater of the week. Whether if it's Joe Blow that live in his grandma's basement, whether it's Sweet Tooth Jones that live in his daddy apartment, whether it's an 11-year-old fat kid that look like Augustus Gloop that live in Minnesota. I don't give a fuck where you are. Bianca Belair, she earned her right. What are you booing her for? Why? And I'm gonna go even further. The folks that was booing her overseas, fuck you too. In my Tupac voice, fuck you too. On some real shit.
Chino XL.
Like for real. Like, what are we doing? Like that girl earned her shit. Like, but you wanna let people come walk in and just say, I deserve a title match. That's that. No shot at no. You know what? I love Mimi to death, but fuck Charlotte, because Charlotte used to do that dumbass shit too. That Karen shit. I want to see a black woman, Naomi, Bianca. I want shit or Jade. I don't even care if it's my best friends, my mama, your mama. I don't give a shit who the fuck. I want to see us do that. And they walk in and they still get that same as energy, then cool. But we can't do that. So fuck y'all who think that Karen Ripley can walk in the ring and say, hey, I want a title shot. You're the hater of the week. Say what it said.
Oh boy.
This is why I let me go first sometimes. Because I have to make you be on your shit.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Ah, boy. Boy.
You all right, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. All right. So this ain't even a hater of the week, really. This is more like a dog, is you serious of the week. So came to my attention on Monday that a lady posted a video of herself.
Oh shit. I know you're talking
Saying
about.
that she had flown to Houston for a swingers party and documented the whole situation. She was on that flight early in the morning, crusting the eye still, and had a time. Now, again, I don't know when my city became that per se, but then again, I do know some aspects of my city, so I get where it started.
Absolutely.
But my question to you and my question to the world is simple. So they catered this, right? They catered this. They had Tex-Mex food at the party. My question to everybody, and this is, bro, are you serious? Did the caterer know what this event was going to be? Did the caterer understand that by serving, burritos and fajitas, not even the sizzling plates you see at the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Did he know? And by the way, like, have we ever decided what is the proper course meals to have at these events? Like, do you have like a fruit spread? You know what I'm saying? Do you have like do you ask people to have dietary restrictions?
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Do you, like, 1,000 questions pop into my head beyond the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it looked like a bunch of dudes who didn't need to be on camera, but were glad to be like on camera.
So hold up. So hold up. So the menu was titties and tacos, booties and burritos.
Yes.
Hey,
Ass and carne asada. Okay, that's what was going on. That's what was going on.
Hey, I seen that and I was like, oh, I hope they kept the food on the other side of the house that they got, because her unseasoned chicken ass got attacked. She said she had. She said she had
She said she had two, dog. She said she had two. She did.
Hey yo,
She
I'm
did.
sorry. I don't even like potluck. I don't like potlucks. I don't like buffets. I don't like none of that shit. If the food ain't covered, I ain't
Hold
fucking
on a
with
second.
it.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
I don't
Hold
do
on.
buffets.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The greatest to go to corral would not be slandered.
Listen, so real quick story. My uncle used to work for Golden Corral,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the cook. He said, "You don't want to eat that shit. People be breathing, and be it'll be the funky, musty people at WrestleMania that was sitting there eating that shit all the time."
Like, okay, now I have a different line of questioning here, dog. So,
What?
like, do you like put it out in like a Discord, a group chat, or something? Like, do you take like orders from people? I'm like, hey, we're hosting this party. Must say, here's an option of the
What is
food.
everybody like?
Do you want American? Do you want Italian? Like, because how you land on Tex-Mex?
They in Texas, bruh. They in Texas.
Bro, you get okay.
I know Texas. You from there? I used to live there, right?
Yeah.
So we know San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? The upper part. Yeah, they gonna do that Tex-Mex shit. But I wouldn't have done that shit in Houston. Hell nah. Hell nah. Enchiladas and eating.
A lot went on, dog. Like, they chose the worst food imaginable for that type of event. Because bodily wise, dog, you can't be gases, all right?
Hold on. Fajitas and fucking.
Fajitas and feet, okay? Fajitas and feet. That's what's going on.
I'm just saying.
Flautas and feet, man. Corn tortillas and coitus. We can go on all day, dog.
Taquitos and toes.
Taquitos and toes.
Oh,
like,
shit.
imagine somebody asking for a breakfast burrito in the process of this, right?
Can I get that? Can I get that Aviana ass special? Hey, you know, we ended on that.
Hey, this is the wrong type of jalapeno pepper to be asking for this.
Hey, no. My chest hurt.
Oh gosh. Well. On
Thank
that
you for tuning
spicy
in.
note, on that very spicy note, yeah, man. You know, if you do happen to partake in those type of events, be very sanitary, okay? Just be sanitary. That's all I ask.
Please do.
Yeah, don't have bean dip in the spot where you. Point is, that's it. Thank you. That's this week's episode of 2DopeMarks, man. Programming alert. We will be coming to you Tuesday or Wednesday next week, dude.
Probably Tuesday, because I gotta get my ass up in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. We will be coming to you Tuesday, literally right on NXT. So we'll be coming Tuesday night, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. Talking Mania, talking our mental lead up to Mania, because we'll be documenting things.
Hey,
partaking
pay
of a lot
attention
of
to our
shows.
predictions next week, man.
Yeah, we gonna be predicting the card up until after Raw.
We got a couple cards to predict. We got Stand and Deliver and what you call.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do. So we got tons of predictions coming next week. We got all our rundown for what's going to happen during Mania week, because Lord knows we're going to be exhausted and tired. But we'll be in fellowship. We'll be in fellowship, kicking it with the people, having a grand ass time. Doing Wale Mania. Apparently, Naomi will be at Wale Mania. The Masked Man live show at Wale Mania will feature Jey Uso. There is a 4-way rap battle that night as well. And the guest of honor is Jeff Hardy. So Brooklyn Bowl next Thursday night is going to be ridiculous because it's Vegas. And
if you see us, say what up.
Say what up.
Take a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
take
really
a
not that
picture.
mean in real life. I'm just an asshole on here.
Take a picture. Yeah, I and this is something I kind of learned after my birthday. I don't have a lot of pictures with my people
Fair.
because a lot of times I'm
Fair.
the person taking the picture. So
That's fair.
I'll be taking a bunch of pictures in Vegas. But yeah, no. Again, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching live, if you are listening to this on a Friday on your way to work or in between, we appreciate you. Again, smash the like button on YouTube, subscribe. It really helps us. You know what I'm saying? Grow. Um, Rate us, review us on whatever platform you listen to the podcast. Give us 5 stars, you give us 4 stars. I understand that means you got a little bit of work, you know what I'm saying, to make it happen. Yeah, follow us on all social platforms at 2DopeMarks. That's Twitter, that is Facebook group, that is Instagram. You can follow D on Twitter at no one like D with let's say, and then you follow me on Twitter. Well, don't follow me on Twitter that much no more because I don't even be on there like that as much as I used to be. But you can. It's underscore Brand LC. Follow me on IG at Brand LC. D, you got anything you're working on, man?
I'm just getting ready for WrestleMania, bro. Can I say
I
something
like
nice to the people this time?
I like that. I like the sound of that. You getting ready for WrestleMania. I'm getting ready for WrestleMania. Shout out to everybody that's content creating all over the place. Shout out to Black Wrestling.
Yeah.
Our big brothers.
Yes,
And then some lovely
lip gloss and lattice.
Yes, lip gloss and lattice. We had a very funny April Fool's joke. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Again, rest in peace to Nikki and D. Say something nice for the people, dog.
Jalapenos and hunching.
That was nice. That was nice. But you're forgetting one. You're forgetting one thing, dog. You're forgetting this. Enchiladas and cunnilingus. Holla!